Okay guys, so today I'm going to show you how you can build a product review website where your visitors can compare different items and make an informed decision. So immediately here from the home page you have a search feature, so you can look immediately for something specific. So let's say maybe DJI drones, and immediately as you can see it will return a few results, which is super handy. Now if you scroll down the page you can see you can display your items by categories or even by price range. So here you can see you have everything under 100, maybe 200 to 500, most popular this month. And obviously again everything is fully customizable, and if you click on any of those items it will bring you to the product page. Right here on top, as you can see, this one is part of the best sellers, the title of the product and the expert score. So here in this case it scored 9.2. Short description, and if you scroll down you have the full description here with all the key features and the benefits. And right here, this is the best part of all. As you can see, the expert scoring of 9.2 is broken down by price, weight, portability and overall build. And obviously as well you have the pros and cons. Now if you go back on top, as you can see by the side, you have the latest comparison and top offer for cross sale. And if your visitors decide to click on this button here by product, it will open up the landing page of your affiliate link. So again, if they decide to purchase the item, obviously you will earn a commission. And for each product you can add to wish list and also add to compare. If they add this to compare, as you can see by the side, you have this overview. If you want to compare, click on this button here. And as you can see now, they can easily compare all the specs side by side of each and every product and make an informed decision. Alright, so let's get started. Okay guys, so the very first step is to take care of our hosting and domain name registration. So for this, simply click on the very first link in the description below where it says get hosting here. Now it's important that you use that link because it will bring you to a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger, which will give you access to 75% discount. And if you use the coupon code MrWeb at checkout, you'll get an extra 10% discount on top. So simply click on this link here. And this is going to bring you to this page. And again, this is a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger. So special prices, obviously, no special discount. If you scroll down the page, you'll find different plans. So as you can see, start from only $2.99 per month. Next one up is $3.99. And then the cloud startup is $9.99. So what's the difference between those three? Well, basically is the performances and the speed. So as you can see, this one is standard performance, this one is up to 5 times faster, and this one up to 10 times faster. So now it depends on the amount of resources that you need. If you're only running one website, this one is absolutely fine. Now, if you're running multiple websites and also maybe e-commerce website, you might want to consider either this one or this one, depending on the amount of traffic and visitors that you're expecting every month. And also with Hostinger, you get a lot of free stuff. You know, you get free SSL certificate, free email, and also a free domain name. These options normally are paid with most web hosting companies. So in this case, you get those for free as well. And if you go for the business plan here, you get free CDN as well, Content Delivery Network. Now, obviously, they provide you with daily backup and weekly backup. As you can see, the entry level here is weekly backup, so they will back up your website once a week. If you go for the $3.99 one, you'll get a daily backup as well. So every day you have a full backup of your website. So feel free to select any of those plans. You can start with the $2.99 one and you can always upgrade to the next one up later down the line if you need more resources. So let's get started with this one here. So click on Add to Cart. And from here, you're going to select your billing cycle. So as you can see, it goes from 12 months to 48 months. Obviously, the longer your billing cycle, the more you're going to save. As you can see, it's $2.99 per month, but here you're going to save $432. Here, $216, and right here, $108. So what does that mean exactly? Well, basically, if you lock in your price at $2.99 for a year, after that, you will renew at $9.99. If you select 24 months, you will renew at $7.99, and 48 months, you will renew at $6.99. So basically for 4 years, you're going to pay $2.99 per month instead of $6.99. So feel free to select any of those. So let's continue on with the 48 months deal here, okay? So we scroll down the page, you can create your account, you select your payment method, and right here, we have a quick overview of how much it's going to cost you. So as you can see here, the normal price should be $707 down to $176. So this is a massive saving, isn't it? Now I also have a coupon code for you. So here, type in MrWeb. So there you go. And as you can see, the normal price $176.53, including taxes. Now let's apply this. And as you can see, now it's only $158.88. So that means that you get to enjoy a massive discount of 78%. And then after this, proceed to checkout. And now you can log into your account. So let's do this together. So simply enter your email address and password and let's log in. So this is your hosting dashboard, and right here on top, as you can see, you can claim your free domain. So for this, let's click on claim domain. And right there, you're going to type the domain name that you want to register. So for instance, your domain name, okay? And then select your extension. As you can see, you have .in for India, .me for personal websites, .com, this is the most popular one, obviously. You also have .net, .xyz, .help, .host. So select the one that suits your type of business. So let's go ahead with .com as an example here. And then we're going to check the availability. So let's click on this. And as you can see, this one is already taken. So you might have to look for a different variation of your domain name. So in our case here, we're just going to try to register Learn with Mr. Web, okay, as a .com. So again, let's check the availability. So this one is available. So we're going to claim our domain, okay? So let's do this together. So let's claim our domain. And then by law, you have to enter your details here, obviously, you know, because you have to know who's registering the domain name. So let's click on the next step. So I'm going to fill this out very quickly. So there you go. And now finish registration. Very good. So now let's click continue. Very good. As I can see, the email verification is pending at the moment. So basically go to your mailbox and click on the link that's inside that email. So I've done that already. So now we can refresh. Very good. As you can see, now it's active and verified as well. Now we can set up our server. So we go back home here. So depending on which plan you purchase, maybe premium, business or cloud, you will see one of those sections here, okay? So when it's not set up yet, you will have a button like this one just next to it. So again, it could be premium, business or cloud. Either of those is absolutely fine, you know? So now click on setup. Now we're going to click on start now. And right here, you're going to go through a few different questions. It's like a setup wizard, basically, you know, to help you set up your hosting. So as you can see, you have a few questions here. What are you creating the website for? So you can select either of those, or you can skip altogether. I would advise that you skip this one altogether, you know. Right here, what are you going to do? Are you going to create a new website or migrate a website? Well, in our case, we're going to create a new website. So select this. So do you want to build this with AI or ourselves? Well, we're going to build this ourselves. So just skip this step altogether now. And you're going to select your domains. So normally it should show up automatically, but if you have more than one domain registered, you might click on the drop-down menu and select the one that you want to assign to this, and then click select. And now right here, you're going to select your server. So this should be normally the nearest either to you or to your target audience. So let's say if you're based in the United States, selling to people in the United States, well, you select either of those two here. But maybe you're based in the United States, maybe selling exclusively in Europe, in which case you might select one of those servers here, okay? So because we're based in Ireland here, we can select either Netherlands or maybe United Kingdom. So United Kingdom should be nearest. So let's click on this and now we click change. Very good. And now we're going to finish our setup. So as you can see, now it's taking care of everything. We can see the progress line. So now as you can see, it's installing the SSL certificate for us automatically. Very good. So we're done already. As you can see, well done. You are ready. So from here, you can either go and see your website. So we don't need that because we haven't built anything yet. So we're going to go back to our control panel. Okay, so let's click on manage site. There you go. And we're back to our dashboard now. So now from here, we're going to create an email address and also we're going to install WordPress on our server. So first, as you can see, it says free email setup is not finished. So let's click on the manage here. Very good. So as you can see, I have paid plans as well. I would go with the free one. Absolutely no problem with this, you know. So I'll click select. So let's create our email address. So maybe info@. You're going to enter your password and then a recovery email just in case. I'm just going to put hello@mrweb.tv. Okay. And now we're going to create our new account. And there you go. As you can see, we have a new email address now and you can access it using the webmail. So if you click on this, you can open this in a new tab. So this is your email address. Enter your password as well and click login. And there you go. As you can see, this is your mailbox, basically inbox and sent and spam and archive. So basically you can access all your emails immediately from here. And now we can go back to our dashboard. Okay. So from here, we're going to install WordPress. So right here, you have website, click on this, expand. And as you can see, you have WordPress and auto installer. This is the one we need to click on. Okay. So click on auto installer. And for this type of project, we need WordPress, but also WooCommerce. So the one we're going to select here is this one because we're going to build an e-commerce platform. Okay. We need WooCommerce installed as part of our main plugins. So we're going to click on this, select. So first, let's enter the website title. So maybe Learn with Mr. Web. Make sure the admin email is correct and then create a username and a password as well. Now we move to the next step. So right here you can select if you want automatic updates or not. So it is advised to use this option here, update only to minor version, but that's really up to you. If you want to automatically update to the newest version, you can select this one here altogether. Again, that's really up to you, okay? And then click install. And there you go, guys. You can see this is done already. So we have everything installed, you know, Lightspeed Cache, Object Cache, SSL certificate. So now you can edit your website by clicking on this button here. So click on that, it will open up in a new tab, and this will give us access to our WordPress dashboard. And welcome to your WordPress dashboard. So from here, the first step is to install our theme. So for this, we go to Appearance, Themes, Add New Theme. And it's not one that's part of the WordPress repo, it's a premium version. So for this, we're going to upload our own theme. So for this, we need to download it first, obviously, you know. So this is the one that I've selected for us today. It's called Rehub. And this theme will allow us to build websites such as price comparison websites, multi-vendor marketplaces, and so on. Okay, so the cost here, it's only $59 US. It's a once-off payment, so you pay once $59 US, and that's you sorted out. And as you can see, they already have almost 35,000 sales and a star rating of 4.91 out of 1,600 reviews, which is absolutely excellent, you know. So all you have to do is basically download this, and then we can install it in our backend. So once we have it purchased, we go to upload theme, choose file, and it will look something like this, you know, rehub-theme, and then select file, install now, and then activate. And now we get this message here. So this theme requires the following plugins, Rehub framework, and a few others. Okay, so all you have to do is click on this here, begin installing plugins. Now bulk select them all at once, and then bulk action install, and then apply. Excellent. As you can see now, they're all installed, and now we need to activate them. So same principle, bulk select them all, and bulk action here activate this time, and then apply. And once done, you'll be redirected to this page here, which is basically the Rehub installation wizard. So it's just a few steps, and that's going to help us set things up. Okay, so let's click on start. And now we need to select the demo that we want to import. So you have the choice among all these different options, but today we are building a comparison website. So this is the one we should select, recompare. Okay, so click on this, and this is exactly the one. And now we can import the demo content. So click on import, and now you can upload your logo if you have it handy. I'm just going to skip for now. I'm going to show you how you can replace this afterwards anyways, you know. So let's skip this for now, and then you can do the same with your mobile logo if you have it available. I'm going to skip this again just for now. Okay, again, this is for the sliding panel. I'm going to skip this. And now we're going to create all our pages. So do you want the wishlist pages available? Do you want comparison, ad block section, and affiliate store page? Maybe we can have this one, and maybe the wish list as well. Okay, and we're gonna skip this one, so click save. And now we need to install a couple of plugins. As you can see, those two, so let's install them. Excellent. And that's basically it. Now we can go back to the WordPress dashboard. So return to dashboard. Very good. So now let's have a quick look at our website. So if you hover on top of the name here, visit site, right click, open in a new tab. And this is what it looks like at the moment. So the theme has been installed, but as you can clearly see, there is no demo content yet. So let me show you how we can import the demo content now. So we go back here, we go to Rehub, and then demo import. Okay, click on that. Very good. So now, as you can see on top, to get access to all the demo stacks, you must register your purchase. So they just want to make sure that this is a genuine copy that you have. And this is the case because we purchased this from the Envato marketplace. Okay, so all you have to do is click on this link here, product registration tab. So all you need for this is basically your license key and also your theme forest username. Okay, and for this you can fetch them. If you go back to your account, you go to downloads. And right here, when you go to download, as you can see, you have all these different files that you can download, and you have the license certificate and purchase code, and you can download this as a text format as well. And once you have this downloaded, you can fill out your details right here and then click submit. So I've just done that. So my username is MrWebTV, and this is my license key. Now let's click submit together. And there you go. As you can see, the registration is complete. And now we can go back to demo import, and we can select our demo content. Okay, so this is the one here. So import demo. Very good. And then from here, continue and import again. And there you go. As you can see, the import has started. So that shouldn't take too long, you know. So what I'm going to do is just pause the video now, and I'll meet you guys once it's completed again. So there you go. As you can see, the import is complete. We have a few errors here, but nothing too major. As you can see, it failed to import vector 30 to 23. And if you want to make sure, you can always look at the log itself, you know. So open a new tab, As you can see, everything else is fine. You know, the footer has been imported, the header and all of that. So no big deal, I suppose, you know. And just to make sure, we can always go back to the home page here, the front end, and refresh. Okay, very good. So as you can see, the website has been imported properly. We have our demo content, all the different products. So this is clearly working. And now we can customize this and make it our own. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. So the very first step is to take care of our main website structure, which is related to our products, obviously. So as you can see here, before we can add products, we have to create the categories, add our tags, and most importantly, create our different attributes. So let's get started, okay? So let's create our categories first. Very good. So right here, you can create your categories. You can see we have compact drones, professional drones, selfie drones, sport drones, and you can also create subcategories. So if you had to create one here, for instance, test category, okay? It's going to create the slug automatically. You don't have to take care of this. And the parent category, if you were to select, for instance, professional drones, you will add it just underneath professional drones. So this would be your main category. This would be a subcategory, okay? And if you select none, well, basically it becomes just a simple category, a main category, okay? And then all you have to do basically scroll down the page and add new category. And if you go back on top, as you can see, now we have our new test category that's been added among the others. Okay, so this is basically how you can add a category. So very easy, very simple, and pretty straightforward. Now again, I would highly recommend that you don't overextend yourself and specialize in one specific field. Like for instance, here we have everything related to drones, and anyone landing on your website would trust you immediately because it's all about drones. If they're interested in drones, you become the obvious choice, obviously, you know. So it could be all related to laptops, maybe all about mobile phones, or whichever industry you choose, basically, you know. You choose one specific category and basically build on that, okay? So we've taken care of our categories now. Let's go to the tags. So as you can see, we have no tags at the moment, but you can use this to help your visitors find their ideal product. So what is a tag basically? Well, if you replace the word tags with keywords, that's the exact same meaning, you know. So if you go to the front page and type something here, find the best product, you could use basically small keywords that will help them find exactly what they're looking for. So just to give you an example, let's say your website is all about reviewing laptops and desktop PC or gaming consoles or something like this, okay? Your tags could be very simple. It could be, for instance, touchscreen, you know, or something like this. And then all you have to do is add the tag. Okay, so we have added that. Or it could be a CPU, for instance, Intel i9. This could be another keyword they could be looking for, you know, very specific. So you're not going to create a category just for that, obviously, but if they want to look for an Intel i9 laptop or something, this will help them find exactly what they're looking for. So after this, we have our attribute. So this is the most important section. Very good. So right here, as you can see, you have brand, camera, maximum flight time, remote control range, and speed supported. So these are obviously features that are very important for any buyer to know. So if you go to the front page here and click on any of them, so let's open this one in a new tab. Let me show you where this is, okay? So you have the description here, scroll down the page, and if you keep scrolling down, you will find the features, which is basically specifications, okay? So as you can see right here, brand, camera, maximum flight time, and remote control range. So when you upload a new product, you can enter all these details and you can select among a few different options. So as we can see here, right there in the brand section, you have Apple, DJI, GoPro, Parrot, and so on and so on. So obviously this is going to save you a lot of time, so you don't have to type all these details each and every time. And when you create a new product, these will be pre-filled fields that you can select from a drop-down menu, okay? So let me show you an example here. So again, let's go back to the example. Let's say you're selling laptops. You want to review laptops on your website. What could be important? Well, we have the processor, obviously, you know, processor, and then we're going to add the attribute. So there you have it now, and now we can configure the different terms. So click on this, and now we're going to add the different terms. So which different processors do we have? So maybe Intel i5, okay? And then we have Intel i9. And then maybe AMD Ryzen 7 and AMD Ryzen 9, let's say, okay? Obviously, you would have a more comprehensive list than this, but of course, this is just an example. So 4 is sufficient. So let's go back to our attributes. And then let's say you wanted to do the same for graphics card, okay? So graphics card. Let's add, and then we can add our terms. So I'm just going to add a few here very quickly. So there you go. As you can see, I've added quite a few here. And now we can go back to our attributes, and you can do so with as many as you need, obviously, So again, back to our laptop example here of reviewing laptops, you need probably the CPU, or you need the graphics card, and maybe the power supply and all of that. So feel free to create as many as you want to, again, help your visitors find exactly what they're looking for. Now, you may have noticed we have a tab here that says brand as well. So you can create your brands here if you wanted to, So why did they create the brand here as an attribute is because this field is filterable. So you can search through all the items here and display them separately. So you could display all the Apple, all the DJIs, all the GoPro and so on. And you can use it as well in the front end on your homepage. If you wanted to select one specific category and only display products from, let's say, GoPro or DJI, whichever, this way it will work fantastically using attributes, whereas it's not going to work the same way if you use the brands here, okay? So that's basically the only difference. Now, once you've created all these, you can go to your products. So let's create our product together. So add new. And I'm going to put the product name, description, and all that. Okay, so where are you going to find your products? Well, this is to earn affiliate commissions. So I suppose Amazon would be your go-to place, obviously, So all you have to do is look for a specific product on which you can make a good bit of money. So maybe $249, this one, and this one is $600. So let's go ahead maybe with this one here, okay? So DJI Mini 3. So let's click on that. And as you can see, this is the image, you have the description and everything. So what we need to do now is basically create our own description. You cannot just copy and paste this because in the Google search results, they know exactly which content is on Amazon. And you'll get flagged for using the exact same content, obviously, So what we can do is to create our own description ourselves. So first, we're going to use the title here, okay? So DJI Mini 3. So I'm going to add this as the name, the product name, okay? And for the description, I would highly recommend that you use Bard or Gemini, as it's called now, or maybe ChatGPT. Either way is fine, So here as a prompt, we can simply ask, let me find something here. So like this, okay? So write a complete product description, mention all the main features and benefit for DJI Mini 3, DJI RC, and then just launch that, and wait for the results. And there you have it, okay? So as you can see, DJI Mini RC captured the word from above, key features, benefits. As you can see, it's all done for us automatically. All we have to do now is basically copy and paste this, okay? Now, the good thing with Gemini, so Bard basically, is that you have different drafts. You can check different variations of the same prompt, basically, okay? So you can have the second draft here. So go through this and see which one is the best suited one for you, okay? So let's go ahead maybe with this one. So all you have to do is click on this, copy, go back here, and then paste it here. And as you can see, you have everything is in bold, you have the bullet points, everything is done for us immediately in just a few seconds. Now, don't forget to remove the first line here, which is basically the answer to our prompt. And after that, we're almost done, And then just underneath here, we have all the details related to the price, inventory, and all that, okay? So here, as you can see, it's a simple product. We're going to select external affiliate product because that's what we want. And this is where you're going to put the URL. So this is basically your landing page, including obviously your affiliate code, so again you can earn commissions. So you would create this obviously using the back end of your Amazon account. And then right here you have text button, so by default is buy product like we have here, but you can change this and feel free to type whatever you want. It could be maybe buy on Amazon or buy on eBay or something. If you want to specify where this is going to bring them, this is really up to you. So regular price, sales price, so obviously our price here, let me see, it's $600, 609, okay? So Control C, Control V. And then if it's on sale, you can put the sale price as well, We have coupon code and offer and so on and so on. So technically, we're not going to use this because this is affiliate. We have no control over this, obviously, Now, because this is Amazon selling the product, we don't really have inventory. So here, just going to leave it as is. And that's really all we need for the product description and price. So if you scroll down, as you can see, you have the product short description. So you can fetch maybe the first paragraph of your description here, just this one, okay? So Control C, scroll down back the page and paste it here. And then you have the reviews. So this is the editor review, not customer review. So this is what you think of the product yourself. As you can see, you have the image to review, you have the score, a review heading, you have a summary, and then we have the pros and cons. So these are maybe the two fields you'd like to fill out, obviously, And again, we can ask Gemini to create that for us. So let's go back here. So we can simply ask, for instance, give me a few pros and cons as an editor review to post on the product page, and then ask Gemini to create that for us. And there you go. So that's done. As you can see, pros and cons. So what we can do basically is copy this now. So this is our pros, Control C. So pros. So these are our pros. As you can see, this is not formatted, it's not the same. So you might have to add a little hyphen in front, okay, just like this. So let's do that quickly together. And that's basically it, okay? And we can do the same with the cons. So here, just fetch this, Control C, Control V, and again, this is not formatted, so you have to add this ourselves manually, but that's okay because we didn't do anything really. It's Gemini who did everything. So that's basically it. We have our pros and cons. Let's add a scoring. So maybe you're happy enough with this. So maybe out of 10, maybe 8.2 for this one. Oh, but that's GGI, so it could be maybe more, 9.2. Let's say that's an excellent drone indeed. And then right here on the bottom, we have the review criterias. And here you can add whatever you want. So maybe you're reviewing the price. Okay, so price, obviously DJI is quite pricey. So maybe out of 10 is maybe, let's say 6.8, okay? We can add another criteria, maybe the weight. And then this is a light one, so maybe 7.9, let's say, okay? And maybe another one, maybe portability. And this is compact, so this should be absolutely fine, maybe 9.3. And perhaps overall build. And we're going to put 9 here as well, 9.2 maybe, because it's a very sturdy one, okay? So let's go back to the top, and as you can see by the side, you have all these different criteria as well. So the first one here, you can add badges as well. So where are these? As you can see at the moment, we have editor's choice, best seller, best value, best price. Now you can customize this as well if you wanted to. Let me show you how you can customize this. So basically, if you go back to your WordPress dashboard, and then you go to Rehab and then theme options, and you will find, if you scroll down the page, something that's called custom badges. So right here, as you can see, you can type the title and select your color. So at the moment, editor's choice will be written here. As you can see, it's like a small label that we placed on top of your ad itself, okay, the review, and you can select a color. So editor's choice could be green, bestseller could be a different color, it could be red, okay? So let's select a different color together. So I'm just going to select maybe red, like we said, okay? So red, and there you go. Now that's bestseller. And then you can go on and change this in whatever way you want, obviously, you know. Once you finish, click Save Changes, okay? And now we go back here, and we're going to add this one as, well, let's say best seller or best value, okay? Best value, or perhaps best seller is DJI, I think is probably the best seller, you know. And then we scroll down the page of the product image and product gallery. So what's the difference between those two? Well, product image is the main image they will see when they land on the website. So let's go back to the home page again here just to show you. So this is your main image. But once they click on the product, they have access to the gallery, okay? So this one should be the most important one to showcase the product in its best light, obviously, you know. So set product image, so select file. So I went ahead and downloaded them from the Amazon website. So the main one should be this one, I suppose, you know, open, and then set product image. So this is our main image, and then product gallery is all the others, okay? So upload file, select file, and I'm going to select the other four, okay? Upload in bulk. Excellent. And make sure that you take all the images that you want to add to your gallery. So those four here, okay? So add to gallery. So now we have everything. And then you select your category. So which type of drone is this? Well, I suppose this is probably a professional drone, and perhaps compact as well. You can select your tags. So like we said, it's like those small keywords, you know, if you created them. So as you can see here, you have brands. So this is really up to you. You know, you can create your brands using the attributes like we just covered, or you can use them here. That's again up to you. So if you created them using the brand section here, select it here, and then scroll down the page, and there we have 360 gallery video in 3D. So if you have a 360 gallery image, upload it here. Add the link here. If you have a video, probably a YouTube video, or either YouTube or Vimeo, you can add it here. And this is for a 3D model as well. You can add the link here. So I'm just going to add a YouTube video here as an example. So there you go. Okay, so just like this. So scroll back up on top of the page, and now we can publish. Very good. So this is done. Now we can view our product. So right click, open in a new tab, and let's see what it looks like. So there you go, guys. As you can see, DJI Mini 3 bestseller. As you can see, the red label. We have the image here. This is our image gallery. You can go from one to the other. Look at this guy. This looks very professional, doesn't it? And if you scroll down the page, this is our description. And then we have our review. As you can see, price is 6.8, the weight is 7.9, and so on and so on. And your pros and cons, as you can see, it's added this automatically for us for each item. So this is beautiful, isn't it? And then we have the expert score here, the total of 9.2, which is not bad. So based on this, they might want to purchase this. So all they have to do now is basically click buy product, and it will bring them directly to your landing page with your affiliate code. And if they decide to purchase it, well, basically you earn money, guys. It's that simple, you know, very, very easy business model. Now, obviously, you're going to add more than one product. Once you have maybe 100, 200 different products, you can have the top offers here displaying by the side. So they might be also willing to spend a bit more, maybe a bit less, depending on their budget, obviously. So if they wanted to have a look maybe at this one instead and compare the two, all they have to do is click on it, okay? And there you go. So as you can see, we've add to wish list, add to compare. I'm going to show you all these features in a minute, okay? So let's stick to this product for now. So this is basically how you can add your own review, your own product, and earn affiliate commissions. So let's go back to our product page. As you can see, this is our DJI Mini 3. Obviously, this takes maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, let's say, to create one item. So this is time consuming. So instead of creating everything every time from scratch, because you're using the same criteria, same everything, you might want to simply duplicate it, okay? So if you click on this, duplicate. Now, all you have to do is basically change the title, the description, but all your criteria here, especially for your reviews, like the price, the weight, portability, and overall build, is already there. So you don't have to create them over and over. You simply have to basically duplicate the item and then click publish, and that's you done, okay? So that's basically it for that. Very good. So let me delete this one for now. And that's basically all there is about the product category. So basically our main structure is in place now. And now all we have to do is basically take care of the front end. So if you go back to our home page here, I'm going to show you how you can customize all of this, okay? So let's do that together now. So again, we go back to our WordPress dashboard. And from here, we go to pages and then look at the front page. So it should say front page next to it. So basically click on it. So right here we have the hero section, which is the first thing that your visitors will see when they land on your website. So we have to take special care of this section, obviously, you know. So in the background, we have this image. So first, let's replace that, okay? So all you have to do basically is click on it on the main section, and it will show you the blog and all the different features here, okay? So if you scroll down, you can find the picture here as a background. So every time you see a blue dot, that means that one of the settings was changed. So right here, you can see a background option. So click on this. And if you scroll down, you find the image, okay? So now we have to replace this one with a new one. So click on upload an image, upload file, select file. So I found two online, so you might try one or the other, okay? So open. So again, we have two different images. So let's try one and the other and see which one works best. So let's click select. So that looks good actually, doesn't it? So right here, as you can see, you have some sort of a dot. That means that you can move the image, you know, wherever you can place it, wherever you want, literally on your header, and see how it fits. Okay, so let's try with the other one, perhaps see what it looks like. Well, to be honest, that's not too bad, but as you can see, there's not much contrast now between the background and the font. Let's try to move this around a little bit, see how this works. Yeah, that's not too bad, but I don't think this one fits perfectly. So let's go ahead with the other one instead. So select, yeah, okay, so that's fine. Now we're going to add a little bit of contrast in between the image and the font. So for this, we're going to add a background overlay. So open this and we're going to select our color. So I'm going to go with black altogether, and then you can go from fully clear to opaque, okay? So find a happy medium. So maybe just about here, you know? And since our picture is blue, maybe we're going to select the blue instead. Sorry, let's select blue instead. So let's go with this. So let's go with maybe a shade of dark blue like this. Okay, so I think that's pretty cool. We can keep it like this, and then you can feel free to type whatever you want here, you know, or change the heading. So we have search and compare, and subheading says read our reviews and find the best drone. Now that's really up to you, you know. I think this is absolutely fine the way it is, but you can change that maybe to something else, okay? All you have to do basically is type away here. Now we have a main feature here, which is the search box. So that's a very important one, obviously. So if you go here to your blog and then build settings, and right here we have different settings. As you can see, post type product. So this should remain the same, obviously. So you want to enable Ajax search. I would highly recommend you leave it on. What is this exactly? Well, if you go here and I start typing like DJI, as you can see, we return some results results immediately, which is a pretty handy feature, I think, you know. So this is basically Ajax based, so I would leave it on. So if you scroll down, as you can see, find the best products. So this is basically what's here, you know. So maybe find the best product and then search, okay. And the button here, you can change the color as well. So at the moment it is red, but that's really up to you, you know. So maybe your company colors are different. Maybe you want something green or a brighter color. You can select the exact color that you want. So if I wanted a bright green, I could do so as well, or select maybe a darker shade, so there's a good contrast between the font and the button itself. And that's basically it, you know. So these are the main settings for your search bar. So this is sorted out. So here underneath, as you can see, we have a link. So what is this about? Well, technically this is leading you to a tutorial, so technically we don't need it here, okay. So what you can do is delete it altogether. So click on those dots here, scroll down the page and then delete, and that's basically it, you know. So that's us done with the hero section. So let's click update to save our work from time to time as well. And then we can move on to the next section. So our next section here is check discount deals and discard the latest trend. So that's really up to you what you want to put here, you know. Maybe you want to display a specific brand like DJI only, or maybe only the discounted prices, only the best sellers, or something like this. I'm going to show you how you can do so, okay? So click on the slider here. As you can see, this is a WooCommerce query, and here you have all the different settings to help you display exactly what you want to show here, okay? So let's say you wanted to show only DJI drones, okay? Only, okay? So right here, you're going to put our selection of DJI drones, and then here maybe best drones in the market, or something like this, okay? So now let's go back to our slider here with our different products, and now we're going to set everything up here to show only DJI drones, okay? So how can you do so? As you can see here, you have categories, you have tags, you have custom taxonomies. So this is exactly what we need. As you can see, you have tags, themes, brand, and then if you scroll down, as you can see, product categories and product brand. So that's the one we're after, okay? And here it should include, and I'm going to select DJI. And as you can see now, all we are displaying is DJI drones, and this matches our heading here. And obviously you can do so with as many as you want, you know. So this is basically how you can narrow down the products that you want to display on your page. Now there are more options obviously as well. As you can see, you have type of product here, so featured product, product with discount, product which have sales, and recently viewed products. So again, you can use this as well to display maybe just discounted products or something like this, okay? So that's basically how this works. Now let's go down the page, let's have a look at the next one. As you can see here, find your drone now and discover the hottest deals. Now if you click on this section here, you find the exact same settings. It's WooCommerce query here by the side, except there is one thing that's slightly different. As you can see, we have show all, under 100, popular, and popular this month. So what is this exactly? Well, they added filters on top of it. As you can see, filter settings, and then you can create your different filters. So these are like tabs basically. If I click on under 100, it will show only prices under 100, popular and unpopular this month. So as you can see, you have show all, show them all, under 100. So if you click on this, this is the filter that will be applied. So sort by price range and 0 to 100, okay? So that makes sense. And then popular, this is slightly different. This is sort by meta field. And what is it? Well, the field is this Rehub views, okay? And popular this month is the same Rehub view and then month for this month, okay? And then it will show by date, descending or ascending, whichever way you prefer. So this is basically how this works. So let me show you in the front end very quickly. So if you scroll down here, where is it? There it is. So under 100. As you can see, we'll narrow down the searches by products that are under 100. These are popular ones. And then you have popular this month. So this is a very handy feature, isn't it? Now again, you can customize this as well, you know. If you wanted to add maybe between 250 and 500, you can easily do so. All you have to do is create a new one, okay? So let's add filter item, and this one is not show all. Let's say maybe between $100 and $500, okay? So I'm going to put the dollar sign as well. Very good. So here the type of filter, again, this is like price range, and the price range is 100 to 500, okay? So let's update. Let's go back to the home page. Let's refresh. And as you can see, if you put 100 to 500, you'll have all those within that price range. So that's basically how it works, you know. So obviously you would have this next to it, you know, just like that perhaps, and then you can create maybe 500 to 1,000 and then 1,000 plus, you know. That again, that's really up to you. Feel free to customize this the way you prefer. Okay, so let's scroll down the page. So as you can see here, we have that divider here that looks like a torn paper. Maybe you don't like this, maybe you want to remove that altogether. I'm going to show you how you can do that as well. So click on this here, okay, and you go to background options, scroll down, and that's basically what it is. Okay, as you can see, it's just an image of a paper that was shredded or something like this, you know. Click on this arrow, remove it, and that's it. Basically back to something a bit more simple and more neutral. Again, it's just a matter of preferences, you know. So right here, a very nice section that can help you maybe sell specific products, maybe promote DJI drones specifically, or maybe a call to action button, whichever way you want to turn this around, obviously, you know. So at the moment, that's very nice. I think you have a nice video here in the middle. Videos are very easy to follow. People like videos, they're used to it, so I would keep it exactly the way it is. So if you click on this, as you can see by the side, this is where you can customize everything. Okay, so this is basically the image, so this could be the thumbnail of the video itself. Okay, so how do you change the video here and link it to an actual YouTube video? Well, as you can see, I've changed video. Click on this, and this is basically where you can insert your link. So click on the small pencil here, remove this one, and insert your own. Okay, so I found one online on YouTube, so let's paste it here and then save. Okay, so that's basically it. So update, and let's put this to the test. Okay, so if we go back to our home page and refresh, let's scroll down and let's click play, and there it is. So this is the one I found from the DJI channel themselves, you know. So very nice. So this is a nice way to advertise your product, obviously, you know. And then all you have to do is basically change the heading and subheading, and for this, simply highlight this section and type whatever you want, you know. So again, as you can see, I have those crystals here. Maybe you don't like this. If you click on the section itself, you can then go by the side in the background overlay section, and this is where they are, you know. So click on the arrow here, and that's it, they're gone now. So I think it's probably better without them anyways, you know. And also you can change the background color. So if you don't want black, you can choose something else. So again, this is back to our main settings here. And then we go to background settings this time, background options, sorry. And as you can see, this is a background color. So maybe you want something blue again, you know, this is really up to you. So let's go maybe for dark blue, maybe something like this. So that's very nice, isn't it? So that's basically it, guys, for this section. So let's scroll down a little bit again. So here, basically, this is where you're going to display all your latest news, articles. So this is basically taken from the blog post. As you can see, you have Hello World here. So you should probably delete this one because that doesn't look professional, and then have only the actual post that you want to display, okay? So to delete this one, all you have to do is go back to your WordPress dashboard, go to post, and you have Hello World here, okay? So trash this one. That's it, and now it's gone. Okay, so if you go back to the home page and then refresh, and there you go. As you can see now with the blue color, the crystals are gone, and now you have all our different blog posts displayed right here. So that looks very professional, doesn't it? So back to our page editor here. If you click on this, as you can see again, this is a blog section, and you can define how many columns you want. Okay, so at the moment it's 3, but it could be 4, it could be 5, or even up to 6. So again, this is really up to you, you know. I think 3 is fine. It's a happy medium, you know. And I think that's about it for the home page. So now we can click update and go back to our WordPress dashboard. Now, if you scroll down the page, you'll find 2 additional home pages. You have this one here, home page, we compare Elementor. So this is using Elementor Page Builder. And this one is WP Bakery. So if you wanted to edit this with Elementor, you can edit this one instead of that one. That's really up to you, you know, if you're more familiar with Elementor, all the same. So basically here, if you want to edit this section and go and change the background image, go here, and it's all the same widgets basically that you'll be using here, you know. As you can see, you can narrow down your search, it's the exact same way. So again, it's just a matter of preferences. If you're used to Elementor, use this one. If you prefer WP Bakery, use this one. If you're happy enough with the block editor, use this one. Technically speaking, this is the fastest to load because this is built into WordPress. Elementor and WP Bakery will hinder a little bit the speed of your website. So again, if you're looking for optimized performances, I would stick up with this one regardless, you know. Now, if you wanted to use Elementor or WP Bakery, don't forget to go into your settings. You go to reading, and make sure to change the page to the Elementor page or WP Bakery page, and then save your changes afterwards, okay? Okay, so next, let's take care of changing our logo and changing the color of our website throughout the whole website based on our branding, okay? So for this, again, we go back to WordPress dashboard. This time we go to Rehub, we go to Theme Options, we go to Logo Settings. And as you can see here, you can upload your logo, and also you have appearance and color. So obviously, once you have uploaded your logo, you can change the main colors here to reflect those of your branding. So let's proceed step by step, okay? So we go to Logo Settings, choose File, and then let's upload our file. And here I have two versions, so I have a white version and a dark version, okay? So let's select both of them and then open. Very good. So let's select one of them only. So we're going to select this one because we have a dark background here, so that would make more sense, okay? So insert into post and then save changes. Let's go back here and refresh. Very good. So as you can see, our logo is here, but it's way too big, so we have to take care of that, okay? So let's go back here, and fortunately enough, we have the option here, logo width and logo height. So I'm just going to try maybe 165 here and perhaps 58. Let's try this, save changes. Let's go back here and refresh. That's the perfect size. We can keep it like that, okay? So now let's apply the colors of our logo. So let's go back here. Now we go to appearance and colors. So as you can see, you have the highlight color and the secondary color. So we're going to keep black for this, okay? And we're going to change this to, instead of red, we're going to use our vibrant green, okay? And for this, you can type the hexadecimal code. So just like that, okay? So there it is. And for the buttons, we're going to do the same, okay? So this is the one. And I think that's all we need to change. So save changes. And let's go back here and refresh. And let's have a quick look. As you can see, those have taken place. So we have the same green as our logo throughout the whole website. As you can see, the add to shopping cart has changed. So this is just about perfect. Okay, very good. So next, let's take care of our menu section. So again, we go back to our WordPress dashboard. This time we go to appearance and then menus. And this is our menu, so we can customize everything now from scratch, obviously, you know. So let's go quickly to the home page here. So as you can see, you have best conversion pages. As you can see, you have listing example, top pages, versus pages, etc. Well, some of them might be very good for increasing conversion rate. So for example, this one here, listing example. This could be your top 15 or something like this. You know, you can select which items you want to display as well. Maybe all your featured ones, maybe discounted ones. And then you can rename the page to be something very specific, okay? And the same with the others. So if we go to this one here, top set page, so it could be your top 10, top 20. So these could be your best sellers. So obviously this is going to give everyone a great indications of which ones are the best sellers, the most desired ones, the most sold, the best sellers basically, yeah. And this is what you can do, basically add those pages to your website. So we could maybe add those two here, and I'm going to show you how you can customize them as well, okay? And then I'll show you how you can change all your items here on top, okay? So we need to keep my wish list, obviously. We're going to keep this. If they want to add to their wish list, we're going to keep that. We're going to add maybe those two pages, listing examples, and maybe create a top 10 or top 15 page, okay? So let's go ahead with that. So we go back here, and there's a lot of pages that you don't need, okay? So the first thing we need to do is to delete a few of them, obviously, you know, that we definitely don't need. We could delete everything as well and start afresh. That's really up to you. So you can select bulk delete. So we don't need the tutorials. We don't need the price range, top review, don't need this, don't need that, don't need that. So let's delete this one as well. So that's basically it, okay? So remove selected items. So we're only left with those 5 pages. So you have the Ajax search, so we could rename this, okay? So maybe just search. And this one, listing example, let me see again, which page is this, listing example. Yeah, this could be translated to something else, maybe our top 15. Or something like that, you know. So let's go back here. Let's rename this. Maybe let's go with the fastest drones. Okay, this could be something that's of interest to them. And then top, let's say top 15. Okay, top 15. That's all. And my wish list, we're going to keep it like that. So now save menu. Okay, let's go back here and refresh just to see what it looks like. That's perfect. And now we're going to change that page at that one, okay? So let's go back here to our pages. As you can see, this is the listing example, which is now our fastest drones. So let's edit this one. Very good. So let's click on our main section here. So again, we're looking for products. So custom taxonomy. So I'm going to look for something very specific here. So it's the speed we said. So where is it? Speed supported, okay? and then we're going to include everything over 60. So 60, 74, 80, 90, and 120. And that's basically it, okay? And then I think that's all we need. Yes, let's keep it like this, okay? So let's click update. Now we go back to our website, click on fastest drones. And there you go, as you can see, 80, 180, 90, 80 kilometers. So this is a nice way to showcase your product for a specific feature like speed. And then we have a top 15 here. So let's click on this so you can see how many do we have now here. Yeah, so we have 12 of them. So maybe we add another 3 and change the top 10 here to top 15, okay? So let's go back to the WordPress dashboard. So let's scroll down the page and find our page. So this is the top set page green shift, not the Elementor one, this one, okay? So click on it to edit. Okay, so I have top 10 here. Let's click on this. We're going to change that to top 15. Let's scroll down the page. Let's click on our main area here, and now we can set this up. So I'm going to display 15 of them, okay? So data settings. So it says 12 here, so we're going to go to 15. And if you go to attributes, I think, no, maybe the other one, we need to change the amount of columns we see. Grid settings, as you can see, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to display maybe 3 and 3 across and then 5 rows. So that's 15 in total. Let's go back here, refresh. Excellent. As you can see, top 15, and here they are. So this is our top 15 drones. Now, how can we make sure these are actually our top 15? Well, again, there's a few settings here we can change, okay? So we go back here on top. Let me close this, this, and this. And then you can change your settings here, query settings. You can either go to taxonomy and look for the product visibility and maybe include only those are rated 5 stars and 4 stars. Or if you want to do it differently, you can go to type of product and only select featured product. Again, that's really up to you. You know, after that, click update, and that's basically it. After that, when you go back to your home page and refresh, you'll have a beautiful page with your top 15. So we also have the search page here. So click on this and it will basically, it looks like this, you know, so you can type here DJI and it will automatically return some results, which is super handy already. So this is just your search page from within the website when they don't want to go back to the home page, obviously, you know, otherwise they can simply use that one. And finally, the last thing we need to take care of is our footer section. So let me show you how we can customize this. Again, we go back to our WordPress dashboard. And this time we go to appearance, widgets, and these are basically here, okay? So footer 1, footer 2, footer 3. So this is where you can change them. So as you can see, you have about us, social icons, text, and custom HTML. And I can drag any of those items here, you know, into your footer section, any of those, and they will display accordingly. So let's go back here, have a quick look, you know. So we have the about us section with our social media icon. So how can you customize this? Very easily. Click on this, expand. So this is your about us. So just type a bit of context here and maybe whatever your customers need to know about yourself, you know. And then the Rehub social icon is their own widget. So now you can change this from here. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. Okay, you have to go back to Rehub. You go to theme options. So right click, open in a new tab. And if you scroll down the page, you'll find your social media options here. And this is where you're going to insert your landing pages, okay? Where your account is. So if you have Instagram, type your Instagram landing page, Twitter, and Facebook. And I'm just going to add another one here to my YouTube channel and then save changes. And now if you go back here and then refresh, you will see now we have also YouTube that's been added to our different accounts and social media icons. So right here, for customers, for vendors, you can add links. So how does that work? Again, back to our WordPress dashboard, scroll down the page. So footer 2 text. So open this. And as you can see, this is basically some HTML code. So I would not advise to use this. It's not that user-friendly. So what we can do is do something different, okay? So what you can do is basically delete this, okay? Delete. And I'm going to show you a much better way to do so. And right here, as you can see, we have a second one for vendors. It's the same thing. It's part of the same footer. I'm going to show you how you can change this very easily. So now we go back to appearance menus. So right click, open in a new tab. And we're going to create a new menu, okay? So I'm just going to call this one footer 1 and then create menu. And now we can add any pages, add custom links or posts or categories that we want straight into here. So if you go on top here, screen options, you can add product categories, product tags. So we probably don't need the tags, but product categories definitely need that, you know. You can use your brands as well, but we're not going to use them here. And what else can we use? I suppose product categories, that's basically all we need, you know. So close this. And now we can add items here. So if you go to product categories, as you can see, you have professional drones, compact drones. So I'm going to select these, okay, and then add them to the menu. Very good. So now we have these. Save menu. Now let's go back here to our footer section. And now we're going to add a menu right here. Navigation menu. Drag and drop. And now we're going to select our menu, which is footer 1. Okay, so save. So let's go back to our front page. No, this one, sorry. And then refresh. And there you go, as you can see, professional drones, compact drones, selfie drones, sport drones, and others. So let's go back to our menu, and now we can give it a title, okay? So main categories, perhaps, save. Let's go back here and refresh. And there you go, that looks very professional, doesn't it? And then all we have left is this one here, sign up for our weekly newsletter. So let's go back here and see if this is operational. So let's click on that. And what does it look like? Okay, so this is text and custom HTML. So this is basically a MailChimp shortcode. So if you have MailChimp, you can copy and paste it here, and they'll be registered immediately on your list. Now, if you're using any other means of fetching emails and creating your list, feel free to do so. Obviously, this will differ from one provider to the other, you know. But anyways, this is where you insert your shortcode. And once you don't click on this, click on that. And then that's it, guys. The footer section now is taken care of. So let me show you one last feature here, which is my wish list. So if I click on this, obviously there's none at the moment. So if I go back to our main page here and add a few, so let's add maybe this one here, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Let's see, okay. If I go back here on my wish list, they're all here. And the beauty of this system here is that you can add them to compare as well. So I'm ready to buy, let's say, and I want to compare maybe the DJI Inspire 2 with the Pro 2 and perhaps the Pro 1 just to see, okay. Now, as you can see by the side, I have this icon here. If I click on this, compare, and boom, I can compare all the features and everything that's related to them, including specifications and everything side by side without having to go from one page to the other. So I can easily check, for instance, the camera quality, maybe maximum flight in minutes, the range, and so on and so on. So I can see this one is much higher than the others, very high quality camera as well, and so on and so on. And then I can make an informed decision based on price, availability, and so on and so on. So there you go, guys. This is how you can build a beautiful product review website and earn affiliate commissions. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share with all of your friends. As always, if you want to build this yourself, I'll leave all the links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.